Hello vapors. So today we are going to talk about DTC tanks. They're fantastic little devices that have a cartomizer in them and they hold quite a bit of fluid. Now, what I am going to do is drop my drip tip, which is not fun. It's okay, I have others. So I'm going to completely remove the cartomizer with its polyfill and whatnot from inside of the tank. Now this is a brand new cartomizer, haven't used it yet. And since I have peach milkshake, that's what I'm going to fill it up with. So this is how you fill it. Here's your bottle of fluid. Here's your cartomizer. The first part you want to do is fill your cartomizer. Otherwise it's not going to wick your fluid right. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just filling that full. And I just popped the top off of my bottle. I'm just going to set that right there and let it drain down. That'll take a couple of minutes. So while that's doing that thing, I will talk to you about the different types of cartomizers you can get with these. The one that I have is slotted, which is perfectly fine. It draws quite a bit of fluid. Another type you can get is a blank cartomizer that has no holes at all. And if you have one of those, you need a cartomizer punch. If you come to Zombie Juice and get one of those, we can punch it for you. It's not a problem. But there's another type of cartomizer which is really great. It has two small holes and it doesn't wick fluid as fast, but it's easier to control how much fluid is going into your cartomizer with those. Either way, they're all pretty fun and pretty useful. So I'm going to do the exact same thing one more time. Just make sure it's good and full. And pour some fluid in there. Set it on top. And if you feel like it's not getting down there enough, what you can do is blow into your carto. Because it helps to push the fluid down. And then as your fluid wicks down, okay, so that's a very good and full carto. So what you want to do is you want to then wipe off any excess juice, because that'll only make this next step a little bit harder. So you just wipe that down, and then it's all good and filled. You see how that is no longer clear, and how in there it's now dark? That's because fluid is in there and it's good and full. Now, there is a male and female side of these tanks. That's the male side, to where it's flat. That's the female side, to where it has that little divot. You want to insert your cartomizer into the female side and pop her up, okay? Now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, well, how do you get the fluid into the tank? Well, this is how. Pull your cartomizer down. You can do it with the little endy piece, or if you have a handy dandy tank filler, use that. I don't have my tank filler with me, so what do? Well, you pull it down about that much, and then tilt your bottle of juice with the nipple on this time. Okay. And there is a full tank ready to vape off of. See how full that is? Fantastic. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab one of my mods, my big guys, because I like them. They work really well. And you see, oops, daisies. Don't want to do that. Don't drop your cartomizer tank full of juice. That's not so good. You see all those little bubbles? All the bubbles sitting at the top there. That's from liquid soaking up into the cartomizer. And now, all you gotta do is put a drip tip on. Make sure that's good and down there, which it is. Okay. And there you go. And that is how to fill a DTC tank. Those are wonderful little devices. I think they're fantastic for lots of different uses. They work really well for lots of different liquids because they're really universal. Now you want to stay away from citruses with those because they're plastic tanks. But anything else is really fine. Any really strong citrus flavor, like I said, you're going to want to stay away from, but they're really, really easy. So that's how to do